Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mr. Riley from Mr. Riley's World, coming to you live from the West Coast, the best coast. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully, you are doing well, and man, we're doing well over here on the West Coast. So, just so anxious to bring some content to you. It's a beautiful day over here in Los Angeles. Just a wonderful, wonderful day. And, we're several weeks behind the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl has come and it's left, and, things are kind of back to normal over at the neighbor's house, the SoFi Stadium. And so, what we wanted to do tonight is a lot of my friends, and especially some of my live streaming content creators, were just asking me about, man, we know you live right next to the Super Bowl, and how did it go for you, and this, that, and the third. And so what I figured I would do is bring some of my friends who were actually at the Super Bowl. Some people actually worked the Super Bowl in different capacities. And so we're going to hear from this young man in a few moments. I call him Solomon, and then he's there right there with my son and myself. This was the not the championship game, but at the 49er game, the one that, it just a sea of red, the last final home game for the Rams. And so we're going to be chatting with Solomon in a couple of minutes. And so, man, just so happy to come on here and have some fun tonight. And so I just told Solomon, man, just, let's just share some tales about your experience at the Super Bowl. Now, he didn't play in the game, right? But he was very, very important as, I guess, a concessionaire, if that's such a word, selling concessions to the multitude of people who visited SoFi Stadium. So that's what we're going to get into tonight. So if you happen to watch, just go ahead and do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up if you love this content so far. And, if you happen to watch this replay a little bit later, you can also use the hashtag Replay Squad. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to just drop those, and we'll, answer them as best as we can. And so, tonight, again, I had scheduled two of my friends to go live, but only one showed up. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is what it is. And so we're just going to talk about his Super Bowl experience. He had a wonderful opportunity to go over and experience the NFL experience, and then also he did some work. Well, not work, just some. He kind of hung out at the parade afterwards, just celebrating the Rams Super Bowl win. And so, without further ado, let me see if I can bring in my main man for today, Mr. Solomon Payne. What's going on, sir?
Who's house?
All right, there we go. Man,
What's up?
What's up, sir? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for
All right, there
asking.
we go. I think we got the right scene. Okay, man. Have you recuperated, Solomon?
I would say a little. I have. I'm getting there. Definitely. My body was beaten up that whole day, but I'm finally getting back to normal. I'm feeling good.
Absolutely. Well, before we even talk about the whole Super Bowl experience, and the Super Bowl and the parade, man, let's just kind of, tell the people who you are. Introduce yourself to the audience who are watching, and to those who will watch the content a little bit later.
Okay, so hello everyone, viewers at home, wherever you might be. My name is Solomon Payne. I'm a college student. I'm a film major. I have interest in being in the film industry as a screenwriter, a director. Maybe one day get into the acting world and all that good stuff. I do music. I have, been working on a big project as a rapper. Album that I've been working on for a while. Rap under the name Space Ghost. Some people know me as that, as my alter ego. Um, and yeah, I just like to have fun. I'm here to have some fun tonight. Talk about my experience, and yeah, let's get right into it.
All right, let's get right into it, as my man says. So, Space Ghost, man. So let's just I see you repping the Rams, man. Let's just talk about your pursuit in being a filmmaker. How's that going so far for you?
It's going good. I've been super busy, and honestly, we're talking about the Super Bowl. The SoFi Stadium has been a huge experience or a huge opportunity for me, um, to venture out into the film world. I'll tell you, my first day when I got hired, I had to go to orientation, and there was a film crew outside. They were shooting a Cisco commercial, and I'm trying to level up my game at this point. I'm trying to get more involved into the professional world, kind of move away from the independent stuff for right now, just kind of build those connections. And they're shooting a real commercial that's gonna go on TV. They got the red cameras out there, the big industry cameras. I was a little nervous, right? I was like, oh, should I say something? I was like, nah, I'll pass it up. My mom was picking me up. They were shooting the commercial like right out front. So then I made it to my mom's car, right? And she pulled up and she was getting ready to leave, and I was like, hold on. Let me do one thing. I got something to do before we take off. Went up to the camera crew. I was like, hey, I just told you what I told you right now. I'm a college student looking for experience, yada yada. Long story short, they gave me my first PA gig on a commercial for Quaker Oats. And
That's what's up.
then they called me again. I did another commercial, did two. And they called me for a third one, but I was busy doing the Super Bowl. Um, but yeah, these are like real things. I've been able to like see the real film world, on the commercial side, and my connections have just been going up from there. I've been doing a lot of field work, um, doing photo shoots for actors and models, and I got one for some dancers coming in. I got my backdrop downstairs.
You
Um,
ready? You ready?
yeah, I'm really grinding. I said to myself, 2022,
It's gonna be
I'm
your
really
year.
going for it. Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely,
really
man.
going for it.
Listen, there's an African proverb that says a closed mouth does not get fed. And so by
Yes.
you opening, not just hopping in the car and leaving SoFi that stadium with your mom that time,
Mhm.
but you actually was like, look, mom, I need to handle some business, right? And so that was, that's a real key because like I said, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. And so if you didn't take that opportunity to go over to those, to the crew, to the film crew, introduce yourself and just tell them what you're all about, you never would have had those opportunities to participate and be a PA on both of those commercials. And they'll most likely call you back, seeing that you were busy at the Super Bowl when they were shooting the third commercial. So hats off to you,
Mhm.
man. And that's how you grind. That's how you make your dreams come true. You got to speak up, and you can't sit behind the scenes and just hope that a opportunity will come your way. You got to make things happen. You got to make things happen the same way that these athletes that we're going to talk about in the Super Bowl, they make things happen. And so,
Mhm.
good job, man. Good job. Good job. Okay, so you're a film student right now. You have aspirations to make films. Now, let me ask you a question. Totally off the subject of what we're going to talk about tonight, but
Okay.
who is your favorite filmmaker?
Um, yeah, I know. You want just one, but
No, just you can give me two. We can
okay,
stretch it a little bit.
we can stretch it. Okay. I wasn't able to watch Spike Lee for obvious reasons when I was younger, right? We just gonna leave it right there. But I'll say Spike Lee. I really, um, he's smart. He's not afraid to go and tell his audience what he wants. I really appreciate that about him. Um, and I've been watching a lot of Do the Right Thing. I got to see X. I got to see Black Klansman. School Days is on my list. Jungle Fever. I look up to his movies to see like, okay, he made a way for like black independent filmmakers, and so
Absolutely, absolutely.
that's me. That's me right now. It's like somebody in college that has something to say. So, um, I look up to Spike Lee. Probably an unpopular one for some. I like Tarantino.
Oh yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
I'm an action guy. My dad has raised me to like the action movies. He's been watching Kill Bill since I was like zero. I probably shouldn't have been watching all the gory scenes,
Hey,
but
hey, don't tell on your dad, okay? Don't tell
hey,
on your dad, because I'm sure your mom and she's probably like, what? Kill Bill?
Kill
What?
Bill. Yeah, she she knows now, but
Right,
we would look
absolutely.
at a few scenes, but him and I have to say Steven Spielberg.
Okay, absolutely. You got to say that's like the goat, man. He's the
Yeah,
goat. He's the goat.
he is cinema.
Absolutely.
He's movies.
Yeah, no, he is. He is. No,
I love him.
my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie would be Django.
Oh yeah,
I
Django.
mean, just
Django. Yeah.
I mean, we could actually debrief and talk about that movie, but that's not what we're here to do tonight, Solomon. But kudos to you and just being straightforward and trying to make your dreams come true. So continue pressing, young man, and I look forward to seeing you. Some of your work, and actually, I've seen some of your small shorts that you put in our church community. Now, I haven't said this earlier, but Solomon is a part of my youth group at the church. Actually, he's no longer a youth. Well, he's like a young adult now. And so, I consider him my second son. Solomon and his brother, and then my boys, and we call them the Painleys. Anytime we get together,
Yes, sir.
Solomon's parents, myself and Riley, every time we get together and have a meeting, whether it be marriage retreat, praying for the marriage retreat, or just coming together just to hang out, we call the kids the Painleys, right? And so, close knit group of young men, and so and ladies, because I have to include my daughter. But yeah, Solomon is definitely, one of the young adults in our church right now. And so just really, really love and appreciate his desire for the film industry. And so, good luck to you, man. Good luck to you. But let's go ahead and turn our your Uncle Patrick says, you're my fourth son.
Fourth son.
You're my fourth son. Yes. So that's cool. What's up, Patrick?
Uncle P.
Happy to see you here. So
Thanks
let's go
for
ahead
tuning in.
and hop into some of this content now.
Okay.
So I called this video "Tales from the Super Bowl," right? And so pretty much I have a couple of tales that I'll share with you. As I've said earlier, the SoFi Stadium is my next door neighbor. I mean, it takes me literally like a 5 to 7 minute brisk walk from my house to my front door to the stadium to the edge of the parking lot. And so I try not to be around SoFi Stadium. Man, how crazy was it for you, Solomon? Just first we'll talk about the SoFi, and then we'll talk about the NFL experience. But how crazy was it for you just to be there at the Super Bowl, participating somewhat in Super Bowl 56?
Wow. Okay. So I would say number one, it was crazy leading up to the Super Bowl. I never went to any football games ever. This is like my first football games I've ever been to.
Now this is
Um,
this is this is your first year working at SoFi Stadium, correct?
mhm,
Okay.
yes. But yeah, I this is my first year. This is the first time that they let fans in. First time that they got employees in, so everybody was gassed up from the start. Just excited to be in the facility. It was such, it's such an experience to go. I advise everyone to go to just something there. It's just ridiculous on what they've done with the place. The scoreboard that they have is
Yeah,
something that,
that Oculus is super dope, man.
yeah, it's
And
something out of a future movie,
yeah,
you
and
know.
we can see it in the photo right here behind you. You throwing
hmm
up the peace sign now. This is probably several hours before the Super Bowl, correct?
That was actually after.
After. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Oculus right there in the middle where you see some of the Rams players. I mean, that thing is like modern technology. I mean, no, anywhere you sit in the stadium, I mean, you have a wonderful view of the scoreboard and everything that's going on. So definitely, if you're in the Los Angeles area, according to Solomon, you need to come check it out. I mean, it's a wonderful, dope facility. And the thing that I like about it, it's an open aired facility, so it's not closed off. It's not like a dome per se. Yes, it does have a cover, but on each side, it's open. It's open, so it has that cool breeze, that Southern California cool breeze blowing through the stadium, and so just an awesome, awesome venue. And yes, I agree, Solomon. Everyone, if you're in the Los Angeles area, or even if you're not, because we had a whole bunch of visitors come from Cincinnati to participate and watch this wonderful Super Bowl game. So yeah, definitely wonderful place.
So yeah, if you want me to continue on the how crazy it was, I'll say I will never work the Super Bowl again. To be straight up with you, it was it was too much, too many people. I was, I work in merchandise, for those that may not know. I sell jerseys, hats, novelties. I got a couple right here to show for. Got a pen.
What you got? You got a pen?
Got a matchup one. Hey, this will be worth like $200,000 in probably
Hold on,
2080 or something.
There you go. All right, go ahead and put it up again, Solomon.
We'll see. This will be worth some money. Maybe
it might be. It might be.
But hey, so yeah, I work in the gift shop. And literally, I was checking out people for 5 hours straight. I had to get up about 4 o'clock in the morning to be at El Camino to get bussed in, get my credentials, get second credentials, then set up the shop. Then people started flowing in from all different directions. My head could not keep up. The store was all crowded. Did not die down for 5 hours straight. When I say 5 hours, I mean constant. Hey, hello. What can I get for you? Yeah. I mean, I was.
So Solomon. Now, of course, I've chatted with you, and I know some of the inner workings. And our third guest or second guest is trying to hop on as well. So I'm trying to give him an opportunity. But I kind of know the logistics of what happened on Super Bowl. So for those of you watching, Super Bowl took place in Inglewood. However, due to all of the stages that were set up and the different venues and parties that happened right there at SoFi, parking was limited. It was very, very limited. And so what happened, they wanted the people who were going to work the Super Bowl to park probably about 6 to 7 miles away at a community college known as El Camino College. And so basically what was going to happen is that, the folks were going to be shuttled in from the community college over to SoFi Stadium. However, and you kind of said it, Solomon. What time did you have to be at El Camino College?
We had to be there by 5 o'clock.
Ooh,
a.m.
Okay, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. in the morning, right?
Yes.
I mean, come on. And the Super Bowl didn't start until what time?
3:30.
3:30. And what time did the stadium actually open?
11.
Man, that's a long time, buddy. That's a long time. Okay, so just kind of walk us through that whole process of getting there. Now, did you get there at five in the morning?
Yes, I was there at 5 in the morning. I got, shuttled, shuttled in. They had us in a gymnasium, and they had us checking in our name. They gave us a mail card, which I still didn't use. Now that I think about it, I don't know what that mail card was for. But they gave us a mail card. We hopped on the bus. Then they checked again who was on the bus. Hopped off the bus. They made us walk through the garage. In the garage, it was it was crazy. I've never seen technology like this. It was a Face ID scan. How they have it, I don't know. It was some Wayne Tech type of technology. I don't know.
Hey,
Um,
hey, so let me stop you right there because I have a question.
okay,
One of my live streaming friends, blind guy, his wife, their life,
okay.
over on the West Coast. What's going on, Corey Laquita? They have a question, and so the question is: were they paid extra to commute? Time is money.
Were they paid extra to commute? I
Yeah, were
think
you paid?
so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
I was.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Check was kind of nice actually.
So you already got your check, huh?
I did about a week ago,
A
about two
week
weeks
ago.
ago.
Okay. Okay. You smiling, so it must have been pretty nice, Solomon.
It was pretty good.
Pretty
Can't
good.
complain.
Pretty good. Okay, so you get there. So kind of walk us in. Still, our other guest is experiencing some technical difficulties with connecting right now. So, Darren, if you're listening, just keep trying, and I'll pull you in as soon as I can. Okay. So then you get there. How long does it take you to actually set up your shop, your concession stand? Now, are you on the third level? Where I saw
I'm
you.
on I'm on the sixth level. For those
Okay.
that don't know, the ground level 6. So I'm on
Okay. Got you.
6, repping 312. That's the shop right
Hey.
there.
So 312. Now, for those of you who don't know, you probably recognize me in the thumbnail. You probably saw me sporting a Cowboys jersey, right, and a Cowboys hat. I am a Cowboys fan. I'm a definitely diehard Cowboys fan. However, my wife and I are season ticket holders, and so when he said 312, I know exactly where 312 is because I believe our seats are just a stone's throw away from where your concession shop is.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I showed that photo a couple of moments ago of yourself, Cy, and myself. So yeah, I exactly know what 312 is, and so you're set up, ready to go. What time were you set up?
We're set up by seeing it took us a while because the managers, for whatever reason, like the higher ups, the corporate people, they kept coming down and were like, oh, the footballs, they're not presented in a way for people to buy them, and they need to be turned this way, and I don't like how the shirts look, take them down, put this one back up, we're sitting this one. It was like they were really on edge, and everybody was just, oh, come on, like,
Right.
just let us open. So I mean, that took, not gonna lie, because we had to pump up all the footballs and all that. It took like 3 hours to set
Wow.
up
Okay.
to their standard and
Absolutely.
sweep and all that. So yeah, it was already hectic from the
From the
beginning.
morning, from getting there, being checked in 2 and 3
Yeah.
times. Got you.
Hmm.
Got you. Okay, so once the stadium opens and people are coming in, what was the fan rate of, were they buying a lot of merch from you at your particular location? Did you run out of things? Just kind of talk about your selling experience on the day, and this is prior to the Super Bowl actually happening.
All I gotta say is that LA has some spending addicts. I mean,
They
I
had the cheese.
they had some serious cheese, and I'll get to that in a second. But I'll tell this one. I told some people, I don't know if these people had a problem or whatnot. I saw these one people. They literally bought, and this stuff is not cheap. They bought 20 hoodies, 20 t-shirts, 20 keychains, about 10 footballs, etc., and they came out to $1,800. And I checked out 3 people that checked over $1,500 worth of merch,
Man.
about $100 a hoodie, and they already spent like $5,000 to be there in the
Yeah.
rafter.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's none of my business. I was just like, here, okay. I'm like,
It
they're
ain't
not
your
gonna
money.
stop.
It ain't your
Yeah,
money.
it's not mine. Go
Right.
ahead. I ain't stopping you.
Now, let me ask you, Solomon, do you get A commission, or you just you know what? Do you get a commission based on what you sell, or
I wish.
okay,
I
all right,
wish, but I will say this, right? And I can say this because Sochi Garcia is not here to my manager. Um, I accepted some tips.
oh, you did,
I
okay.
did.
Listen,
And those people that had a spending problem, when they were done, I was sweating because I'm looking and the line is there's more people coming. You know, they got their Modelos and they're all gassed up, yelling in the line. They're partying, right? I'm looking in the line. It's not slowing down. I ask all the coworkers to help. Hey, I need help bagging. I get it backed up. We give it to them. The people, I see them, they kind of reach in their pocket and, you know, how like when you receive some money from typically your grandparents, they'll like sneak money
kind of
in your
slide,
hand
yeah,
by
kind of slide it
handshaking
to
you,
you.
right?
Yeah,
You know, or dealers, they'll you know. So they were right there, and they was just like, "Hey, good looking," and I was like, "Oh, okay." They slipped me some money. I thought it was like $5.
yeah, 5 or 10.
Went down to for my break. I checked. I said, "Oh."
Oh, okay. You don't have to tell us. You don't have to tell us how much, man.
I'll just say it was $100.
Oh,
They
okay,
gave it
okay,
to me,
okay.
and
Now
I made some more.
this is one family.
Yes, that was one. I'm not gonna disclose everything, but that
No,
was,
okay,
the biggest one right
man.
there.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. Awesome, man. All right. So when we going out to lunch?
Bruce Chris, Flemings.
Man, listen. If I know you, and so you kind of like to save. So I know
I
you have
do.
it kind of stashed away a little bit because you have some goals and some things that you want to do. So being a young man, you know, and that's a good thing. You know, save. You know, save as much as you can, and you know, save it up so that you can buy what you want. Right. You know, whether it be something in the video process, or you know, you talked about your rap game, right? Your rap career. And we can talk about that before we finish up tonight. So yeah, so that's cool, man. All right, so someone slapped you some tips, and that's nothing wrong with that. If you do, if you work good, and you know, people always, you know, kind of frown up on the tip. You know, when you go out to restaurants, they want to give you like, you know, $5 or $6, but you know, hey, it's okay to pay people, you know, because they're actually working a service. And so, you know, by showing some gratitude, if you're able to, you know, go ahead and give somebody a little something, right? And so you were the beneficiary of some good tips. So that's cool. That's cool. All right, so let's kind of walk through as it gets closer to game time, man. What was the kind of vibe like in the stadium as it got closer to kickoff?
Okay, so you could definitely start feeling it. Um, it was getting louder. The temperature was kind of going up a little bit. You could tell more bodies were in there.
Yeah.
You could just kind of feel this kind of nervous excitement. And you know, they're broadcasting on the screen. You see the players stretching, and everybody just, you know, they have their favorite beverage. They have their gear on. The music's playing loud. They got some good music. The DJ's going. Everybody was just like ready to get it started. And you know, it was just good energy. And you could from when the gates opened, the energy just did nothing like but this. It just kept going up. And so yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Absolutely, man. Okay, so did you have a winner in the Super Bowl? Did you have someone that you know that you thought was going to win?
Right here.
Of course. Now, it's also interesting to know that because the Super Bowl was took place at SoFi Stadium, it, you know, the NFL kind of took over all the reins and stuff, and so it wasn't, you know, no longer, you know, the Rams. You know, of course, it was the Rams' house. However, the NFL was playing host to the Rams and the Bengals. In fact, if you didn't know, here's a fun fact. The Rams actually were the visiting team in the Super Bowl, and Cincinnati was the home team. And so even when as far as and you can fact check me, Solomon, the Rams actually did not even dress in their home team like they normally would do during the season. They were actually in the visitors' locker room for this particular game. Am I correct, Solomon?
No, they were in their home locker room.
I heard different.
No, they was in their home
Okay.
locker room.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to fact check that, man. I'm gonna have to fact check.
Oh no, I saw Prince Harry. He was in there with them when they won.
Okay. All right. It's all good. Okay. So so of course the game goes and people are, you talked about the folks coming in and just buying all kind of different kind of merch, man. Was it like that throughout the whole game? Were there highs and lows during your time at the concession stand?
Always. It's kind of funny, like the behavior of people is the same through every game, right?
Yeah.
Now this one was way more elevated because it was, 80 full capacity. The full attendance, I think they said, was 70.
Yeah, it was 70 plus, 70,000 plus.
75, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was heavy in the beginning. I mean, nonstop. I've already disclosed it was too much.
They had too much secret sauce, huh?
Too much. But then, like every other game, like every game that's there, it dies down as soon as it kicks off. But then you'll get people. Always, I look at them crazy. That as soon as they kick off, there's people in there. Excuse me, do you have I'm like, why are you here? Why? They just kicked off and they're looking for a hoodie. I just, that's just a little thing that I don't understand. But you'll have a little, tag-alongs that'll come around and look for stuff. But it dies down in the middle where it's nobody, and then it'll jump back up at the end.
Got you. Okay, so I'm still trying to connect our second guest, and it's not working out too well. Hold on one second, Solomon. I know we're deep in the conversation, and thank you to those of you who are watching. And if you haven't done so already, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button that's down there if you're watching on YouTube. And also, drop some comments now. If you're watching over on Facebook, I see your comments. So Arnika says Prince Harry was there. There were a whole bunch of celebrities, at this particular game. I mean, probably a who's who. It was like the center of the universe. I mean, Inglewood was definitely the center of the universe for that particular day, for maybe 2 days. The community really came out to support. They had something, I forgot what it was called the day before, over in Inglewood, Market Street. And so I had a whole bunch of street vendors and concerts and, just a good time. The vibe in Inglewood was great. And I even walked around, just the day before, just trying to, get a surveillance of what the vibe was like, right? And people, you see people walking around, visitors walking around. And of course, I didn't have a ticket, didn't have access to SoFi. But I did see a couple of people, and one guy in general, he talked about dropping some cash on the game. I was like, hey, dude, I see you're from Cincinnati, man. How much did it cost you to come out here and hang out for the Super Bowl? And he was like, I could tell he was kind of stuttering. He was like, probably about 10 grand. Right. And so, not only just for, the game, I didn't ask him how much he paid for the ticket, but how much that, hotels and accommodations, all that kind of good stuff. So, so you had all walks of life trying to come through and hang out and, experience the Super Bowl. But yeah, it was just a wonderful, wonderful place to be. Hey, Paul, what's going on? I see you over there. And what I really wanted to say before I went down that rabbit hole, if you're watching on Facebook, I can see your comments. I can't put them on the screen I saw a few moments ago, Jonathan Williams was laughing out loud to one of our comments. And so if you're watching on Facebook, you might want to come over on YouTube and watch. Just do a search for Mr. Riley's World and come on over, and I can put your comment on the screen, just like I'm about to do right here with Blind Guy, his wife, their life. Their comment says, I'm still excited about that $100 tip and upcoming lunch location that the guest is treating Mr. Riley to. Absolutely.
Everybody.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Actually, you know what? As we were setting up this particular live stream, Solomon, I'm going to gift you your micro USB cable so that you can plug up your A6400. So I got you. I got you.
63. We're gonna upgrade soon.
Hey, but you know what? Solomon, you can't find any of those cameras anymore, man. I mean, I tried to order one. I tried to order a Canon M50 out of stock. I tried to order, they're nowhere to be found. So just know that I got you. You get a gift for coming on the show, and I'm still experiencing. Absolutely. And I'm still experiencing some technical difficulties. Darren, I see you in the green room. I've assigned you to a spot on my particular, let me see if I can, hold on, you guys. And this is kind of what happens during live streaming. You kind of got to be prepared. So let me see if I can bring in Darren, what it says here. I've already assigned you to a spot. So there you go, Darren.
What up, brother?
Okay, there you go. All right, man, sit up a little bit.
All right.
Hey, Darren, what's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good. I'm good.
Good, man. It's good to see you. Let me do some editing real quick.
All right.
So you should have hopped on here at 5:30.
Man, Drew had a basketball game, man.
Hey, I got you. It's all good, Darren. It's all good. So Darren is another one of my church friends, church family, wonderful guys, deacon at his church. And so he had a unique experience attending the Super Bowl as well. And so, Darren, go ahead and talk about your experience. Me and Solomon are going to kind of hang back a little bit and let you take the mic for a little bit, and I'm going to do some updating as you talk. Go ahead, bro.
Well, first of all, Jimmy, I don't know if I really want you telling them I'm the deacon of a church and I done missed church to be at the Super Bowl.
Hey, you told on yourself, bro.
Look, man, but I'm just saying, you didn't ask me how I wanted you to describe me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was there. I told him I was going to be there. How about that?
There you go. That's what's up.
But yeah, I've been there off and on the whole time at SoFi, and pretty much what I basically do, I work like the suites area.
Okay.
So I'm really down in like suite 1 and 2. So that's where all the big wigs is hanging out at. The owner's suite when the Rams is in town. It's the visitor suite when the Chargers is in town. The visitor side, one of my main suites of coverage is LeBron James, his suite, Magic Johnson.
Okay. Now, so let me ask you. So what do you mean? Okay. So what do you mean you cover their suites? Break it down for us. I'm
helping keeping their suite stocked.
Okay.
With whatever they got in there, food, drinks, all that stuff. Okay. From whatever it is they asking for, they ask the attendant, and then the attendant asks me if I'm around to get it for them. Make note of that. If I'm around to get it for them.
Okay, so if you're not around, Darren, where are you if you're not around?
Oh, I'm inside watching the football game, brother.
Okay.
That's where I'm at, inside watching the football game.
Okay, so you're enjoying the happenings of the of the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. Let me pause real quick. Brenda Payne hopped on and said, $100. Oh, I can't wait for my lunch or a trip to Chico. So Solomon, look like you got some folks fighting for that $100 tip, man.
For real, everybody wants something.
Man,
I saw Solomon pass me up
why
early in the morning.
Why you didn't say anything to him?
I didn't see him. I honestly didn't. I was a zombie. Yeah, I told you.
Because I wasn't sure it was him with that mask on, and he had the mask on, and he was talking to somebody, and I was already upset on having to be at El Camino at freaking 6 a.m. anyway. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I think that's Solomon, but I ain't tripping. Go on, young buck.
No, definitely.
My bad. I didn't see you.
Absolutely.
You good, youngin'?
So here we got a comment from Paul. Says, okay, he switched over from Facebook. Super Bowl talk is great. Never been to a big game, so it's cool to hear different perspectives on what people do there. Absolutely, man. No, these are my guys, and so like I said, Solomon. I've watched him grow as a baby. Him and my sons are very close, and then Darren, we're both Cowboy fans, as you can see. He has his Cowboy flag, and we love football, and so Even though this is Solomon's first year, really, and Solomon, you don't even have a football team, right?
Here we go.
No. I mean, it's just yes or no. I'm not going to badge you over the air, man.
No, I wouldn't. No, I'll say this, but I can now support the Rams. The rule of LA is you got to win a championship. I support the Rams and the Raiders because of my father.
Okay. Yeah, Darren is shaking his head.
I like both the Rams and the Raiders, the two hard teams.
Absolutely.
I'll go with that, but
absolutely.
We're working on being a fan.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah, definitely. Well, no, so next thing we got to get you, man. We got to get you some a Ram jersey. Right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that real quick. Now, out of the three players who played really, really well in the Super Bowl, and what I mean, three players, Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and Aaron Donald, which Super Bowl jersey would you wear?
Probably Von Miller.
Oh, so you went totally, okay, Von Miller.
Von Miller.
Okay. Why Von?
Him. Why Von?
Yeah. And then Darren, I'm gonna come over to you because I know you're a Cowboys fan, but you're still a football fan. So be ready to answer that same question as well. Go ahead, Solomon.
I like Von because that dude got revived all the way.
No, he did.
I mean, he was dead in Denver, right? He won the MVP. He won, Super Bowl 50, and we didn't hear from him. Then it was like, he's coming to LA. Von, is he even good? Can he still play? And dude, he provided every time. Because honestly, the offense wasn't always there, but the defense, he kept us in there.
Absolutely. No.
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, out of those top three, Cooper, Matt, and Aaron, those are pretty much right now, along with Witt, Big Witt. Those are probably the top four faces. OBJ is he came there, he did what he's supposed to do, and they really put this team together, built to run and go for the championship, and it paid off. I mean, you bring in Matt Stafford from Detroit, trade away Jared Goff. You already had some, a nice defense. And Cooper Kupp, I mean, he just had some extra football juice this season, just to have a wonderful season that he did. I mean, it was just great. And then Aaron Donald, what can we say about number 99? I mean, he just stepped up on a few occasions when the Rams really, really needed him during that game. And he did what he was supposed to do. If I were, and I'm gonna answer my own question, and then Darren, I'm gonna come over to you. If I were to choose, I think I would choose probably Aaron Donald, just for the respect that he has of his teammates, major contributor, and people look for him to do big things. And he definitely did big things, in the game. And, just so happy for him and all of his accomplishments. Darren, same question, man. I know you're not a Rams fan.
Right, and you killing me, talking all this talk about the Rams. Boy.
Hey, Darren, our team didn't make it, so
I know that. I understand
They're
that.
not going to make it.
Okay,
hold on, bro.
What you not gonna do, Solomon? You
Right.
see, you sandwiched in between two Cowboys. What you not gonna do?
Because the fan base for Dallas is toxic, but I'm not gonna say no more. That's it.
Hey,
I'm done.
son, I know where you live.
Delusional.
Let me hop in my car. Let me end this live stream real. Let me end this live stream real quick.
No.
Come pick me up, Jimmy. Matter of fact, I'll meet you at the crib.
Because you know where I live too. So absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Go ahead and choose, man. Just if you had to choose, man, just put on the cap of a Rams fan.
I'd actually probably go Aaron Donald myself.
Aaron Donald. Okay.
Yeah, I'd go Aaron Donald. Ain't his number 99?
Yes, sir.
That mean he just won away from being 100. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be rocking that for that reason. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
he's a beast. I mean, what he's done, the past several seasons, just being the
he's
premier
sick with it.
defensive stopper lineman.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
he's
He's sick with it. No
Yeah.
doubt about it. No doubt about it. He is sick with it. If I wasn't picking Aaron Donald, though, it would probably be a OBJ jersey, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So Solomon, I just have to tell you that Ernika, she's watching. She's over on Facebook, and she says, "Facts, Solly." And so Ernika, who I'm actually going to have on the show next week with Jason, we'll get into that because I know her husband is a diehard Cowboys fan as well. So I got something for you next week, Ernika.
He ain't
Yes, you
toxic. I ain't toxic.
Absolutely.
You ain't toxic. So I don't know what she talking about.
Yeah, well, that was absolutely. Okay, so let's get into a little bit more talk, man. About just the whole Super Bowl experience. So it gets near the end of the game, guys, and so where were you, Solomon and Darren? Where were you when the clock struck 0? And the Rams have been declared the Super Bowl champs. Solomon, you're first.
I was in the shop. I was looking because, again, this is why I will never work the Super Bowl game. Because the managers were there, right? And they was like, no, don't rush. You can't go out, right? You can't leave here. I was like, nobody's in the store. I'm looking on the screen. Everybody is like this, just like looking up at the Oculus, like on pins and needles. The Rams are nervous, the Bengals are nervous, the fans are nervous, everybody, right? We're looking. I see Aaron Donald, he goes and does his magic, gets by the dude, comes and grabs Joe Burrow, he goes and throws the ball, and the Rams get it, and then that's when he takes off the helmet. I was jumping up, down.
Yeah. When he started,
when he starts doing like this, it was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Super Bowl's over. I started seeing Bengals fans. They immediately got up, went out. Their heads were down. They looked like they lost war or something.
Yeah.
They were so upset, and they came in. They walked out. Some bought some stuff, and they were like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back on the plane, and it was good. But we'll be there. And I was like, all right, you have a nice day. But I was super excited. I was jumping up and down, with my coworkers. We was fist bumping and yelling at the top of our lungs.
Yeah.
So,
your uncle Patrick had said, Aaron Donald, and I think that's who he's talking about, is not a very huge guy, and he's really not. He's not like the stereotypical tall dude for a defensive lineman. I mean, he's kind of compact, right?
He's strong as heck, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's compact, but that dude is strong as an ox.
Bench 500.
I mean, so he's well worth his weight in playing his game and doing what he did as the Rams were declared, especially that final drive by the Bengals. All right, Darren, where were you when the clock struck 0 and the Rams were declared the winners?
Inside, brother, in the stadium.
Now, were you still attending to your suites? Were you here? I got a question.
Nope.
You were not.
Nah.
Got you.
I was inside watching the game. I was inside watching the game. I was inside watching the halftime show. I was inside, brother. I had told all the suite attendants anyway. I said, listen, it's probably not a good idea to be counting on me for nothing today. I'm just saying,
Hey, I got a word.
Putting it out there.
Wait, I got a word for you, Deacon. You weren't serving. You weren't serving.
No. Nah, that wasn't my job. That's the suite attendant's job.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's the suite attendant's job.
So let me just set the record straight. Your job was to watch the game.
That wasn't my job.
That wasn't your job.
Right. So let me give it to you. So let's say the Alondra Mary team, the Mary group, all the marriage ministry, they bought a suite at the stadium, right? And they in there watching the game.
Yeah.
You're going to have a suite attendant assigned to you. That suite attendant is like sets the table for all y'all in the suite. Sets up your hors d'oeuvres, your meals and stuff on the table and everything like that. And so then when you begin to get low, you're going to ask them for something else. Now, either they can go get it or they can call me or wait for me to come by. And then they'll tell me, say, I need this, go get this for me. Right.
Okay.
But so that's what I'm saying. So during this time, I really wasn't coming by to fulfill no orders that they might have.
Gotcha. Especially as it got closer to the end of the football game.
Right. As it got closer to the end and as it got closer to the halftime show.
Hold on. Don't jump ahead. Don't jump ahead.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah. So no, I was inside, and kind of it's funny, like Solomon said, when the Bengals lost, all them Bengal fans, man, that was up in them suites, dude. They kind of got heartbroken. I guess that's not a bad place to be when the losing was occupying them suites, because they left that expensive merchandise that they was buying from Solomon. Well, quite a few cats left them in the suite. So, Drew got a football. I got a helmet sitting over here. It's just a glorious thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Darren, go get the helmet.
Yes.
Is it a big helmet?
Nah, it ain't a big one. Hold on, it's right here. Let me see.
Go ahead and show us your merch, Solomon.
Here's one of them.
Here's the helmet right there.
Okay.
That's one of the footballs right here.
Okay.
Trying to get it signed, but I won't. Little story about that, but I won't jump ahead and then. Okay.
So at the end of the game, Darren, you were off your post and you were just hooting and hollering, because you're not a Rams fan. Like I said, you're a Cowboy fan. We can see the flag in your background. Yeah. So how did you feel? I mean, were you happy that the NFC won versus the AFC? I mean, who were you actually pulling for?
Honestly, I wasn't tripping that the Rams won because my dad was a Rams fan. So
okay.
It did. It was cool that they won. It's cool for LA, rah for LA that they won, and it was my dad's team. So I'm good with that. That's I'm good with that. A lot of people in LA felt good, so I'm cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Like I said. And then Darren was supposed to be in on the group who were supposed to purchase some tickets. You remember that?
Yep. Man.
Yeah. So,
right.
Yeah. So, Darren, and we were just really interested in, NFL football coming back to LA, and the possibility of us watching our Cowboys come to the stadium and actually playing live. And so, that was the
Oh,
real draw for at least.
FYI, they
No.
gonna be there opening game too.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
Hmm.
Absolutely, I'll be in section what 312. I'll be there. Okay, so we kind of glossed over the halftime show. So let's go ahead and take some opportunity and talk about the halftime show. What was the vibe going into halftime, Darren? From your vantage point, did you have a good view? Were you looking at the Oculus? Were you on the opposite side of the field where you had to kind of what was your vantage point for watching the halftime shenanigans, the show?
At the time of the halftime show, I was on the opposite side of where Kendrick Lamar came out of.
Okay.
So I was actually on the side that Dre and Snoop and them was on
Okay.
when they came out. But the angle, for whatever reason, the angle that I was on, I wasn't able to see the map that all the lights had made, because like I said, I didn't really look at the Oculus. I didn't, I was too low to the ground to see the map, because down there. But the vibe was crazy because I made a post, man. Nobody, and I don't mean to say this in the wrong way, but it really wasn't a lot of black people at that Super Bowl. So to have nobody in the food line, I don't know what on the stores where I was looking at, it wasn't nobody in the stores either, nobody at the bar. Everybody was waiting for that halftime show. And when that halftime show was going, nobody going nowhere. And that tripped me out right there. Because I saw older white people, they had their phones up recording and trying to get they dance on and stuff. I'm like, this is a trip. They are really here trying to vibe to and this was before Mary J's turn got going. They up there vibing to Dre and Snoop and stuff. I'm like, okay,
Right.
hey, enjoy. I mean, I guess I'd make sure I dance too if I spent where I was, that wasn't in the 5,000 seat zone. You know what I mean? Them seats down there is hitting at like 20 grand and stuff. So it was crazy.
Gotcha.
It was crazy, but it was real cool.
Good. Got you. Solomon, what was your vantage point? Or did you have an opportunity? Were you just stuck in the in your shop?
Really quick, I got to see the halftime show on the Wednesday before the Sunday. I went down, and Arnika, who's gonna be on here next week, I saw this big group of people. They were the people that were dancing on the field. I saw all of them, but I didn't know that she was one of them till somebody said, till she posted that she was on TV. So, I missed both Darren and Ernika, but yeah, I got to watch the halftime show. I was there working, setting up shop before, the week before, and I was like, hold up, is that Snoop on the speaker? I went down and rushed. I went in and went down to the lowest level, went and sat at one of the seats, and they just did it right in front of me, and I was like, whoa. Did I
So
just see that?
so you already knew what was going to happen because
I
you had witnessed
did.
one of the rehearsals.
I did. I witnessed one of the rehearsals. The houses, the Impalas were all out, costumes. So it didn't take away from when I actually saw it because um when I actually saw it, I had to be stuck in my store. And to Darren saying that there was nobody in the store, there was actually two older gentlemen that were in there, and I was like, a top five halftime show is happening right now.
Right. Right.
You're buying? Come on! I was just like, really? I
Yeah.
mean,
No, it was.
I was so mad. I was so mad. I was like, I don't want to check out anybody. I want to see this, but I already saw it before. Because God knew that somebody was gonna come through there. So,
Yeah.
I got to see the rehearsals, and it was it was amazing. I mean, yeah.
Listen, yeah, it was definitely amazing. And even, afterwards I post, it was, the best halftime Super Bowl show ever, right? And of course, you had your Michael Jacksons and Prince performances, and yeah, those, were great. But I think in the moment, because it was Los Angeles, because you had Snoop, because you had Dre, because you had Eminem and Mary J. Now, I did not know that 50 Cent was going to perform. In my mind, I thought, and then I knew Kendrick Lamar was going to perform. In my mind, I thought that Ice Cube was going to perform because, I was kind of watching, when they announced it, and then a couple of, weeks later, all three of them came out with a video, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, so I was expecting, Ice Cube to come on out and do his thing. But I think because it was in Los Angeles, you have two Los Angeles hip hop icons headlining the show, that everyone was going to be all in. I mean, Doggy Style is a historic, compilation. The Chronic by Dre is definitely a top, easily top 5 record, right? Both of them, top 5, top 10. And so for those guys to go out and perform the way they performed, and everybody was into it. I mean, you got adults older than me, trying to do the Crip Walk, and just, were more excited about the halftime show than the game. My wife, she was up dancing. She's like, I got to close my rings, right? She got the Apple Watch. I got to close my rings. And so, man, for me, it's still one of the top 3. Michael Jackson's definitely up there. Prince is definitely up there. But, man, in the moment right there, those guys doing what they did, and Mary J., it was the bomb. It was the bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
And then next week, and I, keep teasing Ernika, another one of my church family. She's going to hop on, and she's going to talk about her unique experience. And then also my friend Jason. Jason is a Bengals fan. He's been a lifetime long fan of the Bengals. And so we're going to have an opportunity to chat with them and kind of share their experiences, their thoughts about, just the whole Super Bowl experience. And I might be able to pull out one more episode. I have some other people in mind for episode number 3, but definitely next week. Come around 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and we're going to chop it up again with Ernika and Jason. Guys, this has been cool. Hopefully you guys saw some benefit. If you're watching, just do me a favor, hit that like button. And Solomon, I'm gonna give you a chance to kind of give some last words. Just your. You know what? We're not done yet. We're not done yet, because we got to talk about the NFL experience. So Darren, Darren, let me give you an opportunity to kind of wrap up, your Super Bowl experience, man. Was it all that in a bag of chips? Would you do it again? With all the hustle and bustle, the parking situation and all that kind of good stuff. Would you do that again?
Man, honestly, it was cool. I'm gonna say it was cool. I don't need to do it again, but it was cool. The game was on Sunday. Thursday, I was there doing the NFL Honors program too, the NFL Honors show too. So I was up there with all them cats too.
Okay.
On Thursday, but on Sunday, man, being at work for 15, 16 hours, I promise you, when I got home, I couldn't walk the next day because my feet were so sore.
Wow.
So I was telling, I told my wife, I told Brandy, I said, I can't see myself doing this again, because the Super Bowl is probably going to be back, in about 4 years, 5 more years, maybe. They got to go to Vegas. They in Arizona. Yeah. They got to go back down to Miami again, and maybe we might be back in 5. I said, I can't see myself doing this at 55 years old. So I'm probably through. On my Super Bowl experience. That was the main thing. I wanted to be a part of it. I done that. I got to, check on Rock Nation. Jay-Z and Beyonce suite was up there where I was. So, I'm cool. I'm cool. The star-studded atmosphere was off the chain. I don't think you're gonna get that anywhere else.
Oh yeah.
I saw, huh?
I said, oh yeah, because even some were walking by my store.
Yeah, it was crazy. Even the small stars was there. You got small stars, medium stars, big stars. I didn't have no pictures to add on there, but it was all around cool. But I don't think it was cool enough to make me want to repeat this at 55. I'm not sure about that yet. So
yeah.
But but it was good, man. It was good. I would definitely say if everybody can be like Jason, then go ahead and go on and go. But
man, I got some.
If you can't,
hey, Darren, I got some questions for Jason. I got some questions for Jason.
Man, bro, I know. Man, I got something for him, man. Man.
Oh man. So if you're watching right now, I have a picture of Darren at he just celebrated his 50th birthday a couple of months ago on September 7th, I believe, the day that this photo was taken. December 7th, yeah. December 7th, he turned 50, and that's his lovely wife, Brandy, and my lovely wife, Riley. So we were all hanging out at his surprise 50th birthday party. Man, no, this was cool, man. Darren, you can you can continue to hop on, man. We want to briefly talk about the NFL experience, and then we'll be done for the night. I know Solomon, he had an opportunity to go to the NFL experience and just kind of hang out with just playing, looking at some of the events, some of the exhibits. And not only did you go once, but you also went back for another opportunity 2 times.
Yeah. You want me to talk about that?
Yeah. Go ahead. I got some of your images, so we can. I think I got all 3 of us on screen, so we can go ahead and go through some of the pictures. So, I think you said this was after they won, yeah, because it says champions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was after.
Okay. Now, how long did Darren just ghost us? Did Darren just ghost us? Darren just left us, man. Joker. All right. Okay. So no, it's all good. So there you go. So this is after the game. Now, how long did you stay? Did you have to stay after the game before you could leave?
I had to stay I had to clean up the store, so that took about an hour.
Okay. So what time did you leave SoFi?
I left SoFi about like 9:30ish, maybe 10 o'clock.
Okay.
But I stayed, and you see my picture right here. I took that picture, right? I went always, any chance that I get that I'm there, I always go down to the lowest level to just observe what's going on.
Okay.
So literally after the game, I just sat there and just looked and just was taking it all in. Like, whoa, like, look at all the players. They're so happy with their families and stuff. Like, I just saw, a championship be brought to LA.
Absolutely. No, that's something you can, we joke about this. Tell your grandkids. Okay. All right. Yeah, Darren just dropped some comments on Facebook. Darren, you ghosted me, man. I wasn't trying to kick you off, man. You definitely welcome to come back. But I understand your time commitment, man. I know you got a lot with the kids and your puppies over there at the house. So I appreciate you hopping on. Just wanted to give you an official thank you for joining us tonight, man. It's Darren Jones, my friend, cowboy friend, and the gentleman who went to work the suites but ended up watching the football game. All right, so I don't know if you can see some of the images that I have. So that's the image of you after the game, or image of the field after the game, and then I believe this was probably taken. Looks like this was the NFL experience, or was this downtown, the convention center?
Which one? I can't see.
This is
yes.
Okay, so this is I see where it says the main entrance for the NFL experience. So let's briefly talk about that, and then we can wrap up. And
I say my final thoughts and all that.
absolutely.
We out.
So yeah, just kind of tell us, and I'll just click through some of the photos as we talk about the as you kind of talk about the NFL experience.
Got you. So yeah, first time that I went with my family, it was like a Friday, right? I mean, I haven't seen, we've been in a pandemic. I haven't seen this many people show up for something like an event like this, like kind of ever. Not even the NBA All-Star game being here was like that. It was so cool to walk in. They had all the jerseys out. They had a whole wall of helmets, like with all 32 teams. They just had, like the old football. They had everything from the creation of football.
Yeah, actually,
football.
Actually, I have one of those photos that you sent me of some of the old footballs and just some of the old uniforms.
Old uniforms. They had the bust of all the big names of Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
They actually brought them down from the Hall of Fame. I mean, it was so many things to do. Kick a real field goal, throw it in here. Let's see if you can do a Hail Mary. A lot of photo ops and
yeah. Right now I have your photo op with Marshawn Lynch.
I got to see Beast Mode himself. And let me tell you, it was the funniest thing in the world because number one, if anybody knows, he don't like to do this type of stuff, right? So people are going, they're giving him Skittles. He kind of like, right? And it's funny because, I mean, Marshawn's the dude. He's the dude, right?
He's a funny dude.
This dude's a heck of a player. I mean, one of the best running backs ever. Just a strong dude I still don't understand why they didn't give it to him at the goal line.
Man, that's the $1 million question, bruh.
It's the million. Pete Carroll overthinking. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was So to meet him, he was in the Subway vault because he has a contract with Subway, and it was funny. He was signing. He wasn't just giving out autographs. He was signing the bread. He was signing like the actual sub. And if you look in the photo, what I was laughing at so hard, because this man is like, he's just so down to earth. If you look closely, you see a phone propped up. And it's his mother. It's his mom on FaceTime, and she's in the bed. And she's like, hey, Marshawn, look, people were saying hi to his mom. You see it, and he's just going. He's like real quiet to himself. They had a line all through the convention, the convention center, the main hall, all just to see Marshawn. But I got there early. I got there early to go into the Subway vault, and as soon as I saw him, I was like, "Whoa!" Like, right. I don't want to say nothing stupid because he don't take stuff lightly,
Right.
And I saw him, and he was like, "What's up? How you doing?" And I was like, "What's up, man? Big fan. What's up? Let me get that sub and stuff." He's like, "Let's get this photo."
Man, so hold on. So let me go back. You said, and we showed it a couple of seconds ago. I'll go back to it. You said the man was signing sandwiches with the Sharpie, and then he had a cell phone propped up, and his mom was on the cell phone as he signed Subway sandwiches, and she was in the bed.
I'll say it looked like she was laying down.
Okay.
Who knows
Okay.
Okay.
That's some crazy stuff right there. I mean, that's not the kind of coverage you're going to get at the NFL Network.
Blasting rap music.
And he's blasting rap music. Man, that's Marshawn. Marshawn is a funny dude. If you look at some of his videos online, he is just hilarious, funny. He needs to be censored sometimes because he'll drop some words, but his content is like hilarious. So So that's cool, man. Okay, let's talk about some of the rings. Now to Solomon's defense, Solomon sent me 1,000,000 photos. Solomon Payne sent me 1,000,000 photos, and not only so I chose several of those.
What you told me.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
And I got some of your boys in there.
Absolutely. So
This is your show, so I was trying to accommodate.
so let's go over. I think I have a photo of some of the rings. So I'm showing right now the Dallas Cowboy. This is probably Super Bowl II, the one with the 2 stars and the diamond rings. And then right next to it in the same photo or the same scene, Solomon, I have the Kansas City Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. And let me tell you, each year it got bigger and bigger. The diamonds, they just kept expanding.
Yeah.
And then it was funny because it was like, you see all the rings, right? And you see all these great players, and then you get to 2001 and you see Tom Brady, and it's like,
Here we go.
And then it was like every other year was the Patriots.
Yeah.
And except for that Tampa Bay, and now the Rams can be in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I called your boy. I called Sire, for him to be a part of the experience with me because he's in New Mexico. And I was showing them some of the Steelers ring. I was showing them Big Ben's and Terry Bradshaw's, the Raiders' last ring, since 1983, whatever that was. But yeah, they had all of them from the Green Bay Packers to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was so cool.
Yeah, right now I'm showing the Tampa Bay ring, and so it's massive. That thing is
Fact.
thing is huge, and so we can only imagine what the Rams ring is all about. I already know that they've done their fitting for their championship rings. I think that was on some of their social media as well, and so these rings they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and Solomon and to be honest, Solomon sent me a whole bunch, and so what I'll probably do is, if it's okay with you, Solomon, I'll just repurpose some of this content and just kind of put on my Instagram stories.
That's cool.
So folks can kind of check out, or they could probably follow you. I don't know if you've posted these as Instagram stories or reels. But we can, I'll give you a chance when we close up to kind of shout out your social media and for folks to kind of follow you and all that kind of good stuff. All right. Now, I was going to transition over into the parade. So overall, as we finish up just this conversation about the NFL experience, you had a wonderful time, correct? Because you went back twice.
I did. And the second time was mainly to meet Beast Mode. That was because they had a schedule and I knew he was going to be there.
Right.
So I made sure I was there. So yeah, I loved it so much. And also I was skipping out. I was supposed to work. But
yeah.
I wanted to be there as a fan.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I got to take it in.
Yeah, no, here's the funny thing, Solomon. I knew that you were going the second day because your mom and my wife were on the phone talking, and they were kind of, trying to figure out how they were going to get you there and all that kind of good stuff. So, in that conversation, she's like, yeah, your mom was just saying how bad you wanted to go back and, check out Marshawn Lynch. So, I knew that was definitely one of the things that I wanted to mention here on a live stream is that, you are a big fan of our Marshawn Lynch and, definitely wanted to check him out. Thank you, Paul, for participating in all the shenanigans over here from Mr. Riley's World. And I appreciate you, my man. Thanks for watching and giving us some time of a bit of your time tonight. So I appreciate you, man. So yeah, we're almost done anyway, Solomon. Let me go back real quick and we can finish up, not that scene, but this one right here. We can finish up. So overall, it was a wonderful experience. Now, Solomon also sent me some videos from the parade, and this kind of give us one or two stories from the parade. You went to the Rams championship parade. Just kind of give us a couple of anecdotes about that whole experience as well.
Again, crazy, constant noise, literally for like 2 hours. It didn't die down. It was just It was awesome. It was like people, they had their footballs. They were throwing them up with Sharpies. Cooper Cup was right there. He was signing them, throwing them back into the crowd. People were popping confetti. It was like constant. But I will say this.
Yeah.
It was a little hectic because I was getting pushed up on this barrier, and this dude started throwing elbows because he was like, "Get away from my bike. I don't want you near my." I'm like, dude, come on. Like, we're trying to have a good time here, But that was secondary. Other than that, then the guy that was crazy about people being near his bike, it was
It was a cool experience. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, maybe in a couple of years, if the Rams have another opportunity to go back to the Super Bowl, man, maybe you'll still be employed with the Rams. Or how about this? Maybe in 5 years, if they happen to come back to SoFi Stadium, how about you being a producer of one of the commercials, that is presented during the halftime or during the Super Bowl?
Hey, we'll pray on it. We'll make things happen.
Absolutely.
Speak it into existence.
Hey, man. Hey, you gotta. You've already. You have the gusto. You have what it takes. You have the support of your family and those around you. And you're an awesome young man. And it's just a wonderful to watch you grow up. Not only you, but you and your boys, my sons, and just traverse life so far. And so continue on the right path, doing what you need to do. Keep God first, and you're definitely going to show how magnificent God is in your life, because He has some things planned for you in whatever you do. So just keep Him first, and everything will be all right, Solomon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, so as we close up, man, why don't you tell the people where we can find you, your social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the time is yours. I'm gonna give you full screen, man, so you can shout it out.
Full screen. Put me all on there.
There you go. You're right there.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. And you know what? I'll close out, with all the merch on and all this. This is my badge that I had. I'm gonna keep this as a souvenir with a little thing right there for But anyways, thank you guys for listening to me and Mr. Riley. Right now, only got one social. Follow me at. Are you ready?
Is this on Instagram?
This is on Instagram.
So IG. Okay, go ahead.
You ready? All right.
Yeah.
SPX__. And you can follow me. I'm posting a lot of videos. I post pictures of myself, I just like to have fun. That's one thing that I do. I just like, posting stuff that people want to see. So if you want to follow me on my journey to, being well-rounded into the film industry, and just me, starting up my career, and, just me living my life, then go ahead and do that. And I'm working on a website with all my photos and videos and films and, just everything me. And we're really getting this thing going. So.
Absolutely. And you know what? Where can they find your rap music, man? Your music. I know it's on Apple Music. Tell us how we can find you and support you on Apple Music.
So right now, I've been a little MIA on the music, but we're working on it. You can find me on Apple Music or Spotify, SoundCloud, Pandora, all of those, Deezer, Napster.
Man, Napster.
Yeah, you surprised I know that one, don't you?
Man, I know that's probably before you were born, man.
A little bit. LimeWire. Yeah.
Actually, no. You know what? No, they were around.
They were.
Yeah, they were around when you were born. No, you're good. You're good. You're not that old.
No, I'm not. But
okay, what's your music handle on Apple Music? Because I know sometimes that's where I kind of look for your music. It's spelled kind of crazy, but I know it's Space Ghost. But go ahead and spell it out for me.
It's $PACE.
Hold on. Let's start over again. $.
Okay. $PACE space. No, like actually a space bar. You spelled out space.
I
but
got you.
there's
I got
space.
you. I got you. I'm
Okay.
tracking with you, bro.
GHOSST. And I know you spell ghost with one S, but I put two.
Yes, because people do that. I mean, that's how you kind of separate yourself and make a name for who you are. So, you kind of use a different spelling than normal. So, all right, cool.
I do, and I'm working on, some new singles and stuff with my brother. I'm gonna shout him out because he also is into this music stuff and he's grinding out too. Listen to his song Spider-Man by Cyrus Payne, CYRUSPAYNE. Listen to that. We got stuff. We're busy working on some projects together, and maybe with Plug World. Maybe we'll see.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, that's some good stuff, man. I appreciate you coming on tonight, and
Thank you
definitely.
For having me. This was a blast.
Hey, man, yeah, it was fun. Definitely you and Darren hopping on tonight, just trying to bring some awareness as to some of the stories that took place behind the Super Bowl. Yeah, we know that the Super Bowl happened a couple of weeks ago. Matter of fact, it took them probably about a week and a half to get all the tents and things down. We drove by there today, and it's just quiet as a mouse
Really?
over there. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's the banners are down off the fence. I mean, it's just back to being a regular SoFi stadium, right? Just nice and quiet over there. So I appreciate you hopping on. I appreciate my other friend Darren for hopping on and spending time and just giving us your Super Bowl perspective. And if you're watching right now, do me a favor. If you're watching on YouTube especially, go ahead and hit that like button. Just kind of lets me know that, you like the content, you enjoy the content. And if you happen to watching the replay, go ahead and drop a couple of comments, using the hashtag replay squad. And that'll be very, very cool. Well, Solomon, I appreciate you once again. Have a wonderful evening. And just kind of hang out in the green room while I finish up, get my last scene together. And I appreciate you, my man. So don't leave like your boy Darren did. Just hang tight in the green room, okay?
I won't ghost you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. We're going to have to do this again, okay?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, hang tight. So there you go, everyone. Man, just a wonderful opportunity to spend with one of my favorite young men. He hangs out with my sons when they come in town. That is Solomon Payne. And you can find him. We kind of dropped his Instagram name right there. There it is. You can follow him on Instagram. Give him a follow. And then also, if you're interested in listening to his music on Apple Music and some of the other digital platforms, you can probably use Space Ghost as you see it spelled right there. Follow him. Get into his music, and just such a wonderful young man. I appreciate him and my other guest, Darren Jones, for hopping on tonight and just sharing with us their Super Bowl experience. So this is the end of episode 1. Come back again next week. I have 2 more friends of mine who are going to share their Super Bowl experience. One is a long-time Cincinnati Bengals football fan, and one actually happened to be one of the halftime dancers. And so I kind of know a little background into how she got that gig. And so just follow me next week. 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're going to go live again and have episode number 2 of Tales from the Super Bowl. I am your host, Mr. Riley from Mr. Riley's World, coming to you live from the West Coast, the best coast. All right. Thanks for watching. And you guys take care. And we're going to sign out with my wonderful saying, West Side. Peace out. Have a wonderful week.